In this video, we'll be learning how to set up a wide format press standard. First thing we're going to do is go to our admin, print, and press standard. From this screen, we can either use quick links to add a new press, or we can scroll down to an existing press and edit it. We're going to start off with this EFI 1625. So for wide format, we would select the press type of wide format and either sheet or roll. Selecting sheet or roll does not change the layout or settings of the wide format setup. We can add a minimum cost, a minimum charge, a setup charge. We can choose our cost method. So in this case, we would say whether we want our wide format printer to be cost out by area or by time. So do we want to charge by the square foot for our press time, or do we want to charge by the hour for our press time? Depending on the selection you choose, you would either fill out the rate per square foot or the hourly rate. Currently, waist setup inches is not used. You can also define the run quality settings that are available for this press. These are currently ones that we have set up in this system, and I'll show you in a minute how to set up these run quality settings. You can also set a default run quality setting so that when you select this printer, it automatically defaults to the setting that you choose. To add the quality settings are going to define the resolution, square feet an hour, and ink cost per square foot for each of those settings. So for instance, if you had a production setting that you always use and you know the square foot an hour and ink cost for that, you could enter it. You would also want to do settings for things like white ink or clear ink or special colors, depending on what your machine does. The last thing on this screen would be the update all templates button. So if you had this press used on wide format templates, you could make changes to this press, hit update all templates, and it would update the press settings for this press on all those templates. Now if we go to print wide format quality setup, we can see this screen lets us define all those different print settings or quality settings for our wide format presses. So to add a new one, we would select its order on the list here. We would type in a new number, put the name of that setting, a resolution, square foot an hour, and ink cost per square foot. Once you do that, we can click the save floppy disk icon and it'll save it to this list. Now it'll be selectable while setting up a new wide format or existing wide format printer.